in the network marketing industry, in the health and wellness industry, in the supplement space, and continuing to grow by thousands and thousands of people every single week. So with that, we've got our director of, who are we going to start with? Product education, Lisa Goodkin.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us.
We've got our director of product development, Dr. Ryan Goodkin.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the call.
And we've got our director of field development, Nader Kazan.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Decision Zoom.
Awesome. So again, as you guys have probably heard, highest quality supplements at lowest prices, helping people get healthy, stay healthy, do it in an affordable way, and generate some additional income in their spare time from home. And so far, 3 years in, over 2 million customers and members have joined from all over the world, made the switch from other supplement brands to Livegood to get better quality products at better prices with full transparency. And on top of that, with our compensation program, again, fastest growing company ever seen in the history of the network marketing industry. But what's more exciting than that, because just because a company grows fast and a few people are making money doesn't mean that a lot of people are making money. And that's the case in most companies when they see big growth. You've only got 1 or 2% of people at the top of the compensation plan actually making any money. At Livegood, over 30% of our affiliates are in profit, most of them from their very first week in the business. That's over 10 times the average number of people making money in a company than literally 99, probably 100% of other companies out there in the industry. So we're breaking a lot of records, doing a lot of things that have never been seen or done before in the history of the network marketing industry, the affiliate industry, whatever you want to call it. And what's exciting about that is that more people are able to have success, because so many people have tried multiple programs, not been able to build a big team. A lot of people haven't even been able to recruit people, sell products, and now for the first time ever, it's easy. It actually makes sense. And that duplication is what has propelled us and what continues to push us to levels never seen before in this space. So, and the reason we launched it, I'll get into that and then turn it over to my good friend Nader Kazan, our Director of Field Development, to talk about the timing and positioning, why we're growing as fast as we are, but more importantly and more exciting for you guys, where we're going in the next few years. Because 2 million people is a ton of people. I mean, most companies in the network marketing industry never see 30,000 people join their company in their lifetime. I mean, you hit 100,000 people in a network marketing company, you're crushing it. We've got over 20 times that number, over 2 million people. And it's a huge number. Again, never been done or seen before in the history of the industry in this short of a time frame. In fact, not even in this industry. I mean, you look at Amazon, one of the biggest companies on the planet. It took them 2 years and over $100 million to get their first million members. We did it in 13 months, almost half the time, with a much smaller budget, obviously, because we're helping people get healthy, stay healthy, do it in an affordable way. And that's been the challenge with the supplement space and the network marketing industry for really the last 30, 40 years, is that companies jack up the prices of their products, for lack of a better word. They'll make a product for $5. Here's, a similar product, and sell it for $60 so they could pay out big commissions to celebrities or to uplines and a compensation plan. We don't do that. We make the highest quality supplements on the planet. They cost about twice as much to make as the cheap stuff out there. And we sell them for just a few dollars above cost. Highest quality, lowest price. Unlike this $60 product that you don't even know what's in it, probably dirty ingredient, actually very dirty ingredients. A lot of people, I beat this brand up a lot because they do a lot of things wrong. But there was just a report out that people who took this product got salmonella. So talk about low quality ingredients. If you're getting salmonella, that's not a product you want to buy. But $60, higher quality, USDA certified organic, full third-party testing. We show all of that stuff for just $19.95, less than a third of the price for a much better product. And that's why once people switch to Livegood, once they see it, they can't unsee it. Nobody's going back to spending $60 on a lower quality product when they could get the highest quality on the planet for $19.95. So that's where we are, trying to fix the industry, trying to fix a broken business model. The world is solving a lot of problems. I mean, the world is as unhealthy as it's ever been. More people are on prescription medication than any time ever before. Lifespans are actually going down. Even with all the advancements in science and technology, people are living less long than they were just 10 years ago. And so something needs to change. In other words, something wasn't working with all these supplement brands selling products and people not getting healthier. Maybe those products weren't working. Now, for the first time ever, people can actually afford highest quality premium supplements to put in their body without having to compromise their cell phone bill, their mortgage payment, their car payment, whatever. They can actually afford supplements. I mean, let me give you a couple examples here real quick, and I'll turn it over to Nodder. So this is where is it? Oh man, I tried to demonstrate one. I've got like 30 products on my desk right here. I'll find it here in a second. We'll switch to another product, but this is something everybody should be taking every single day. This is vitamin D. And this is actually a good product to talk about because right now we are in flu season. I know a lot of you guys have kids coming home from school because they got the flu, because they got pneumonia, because they got a cold. It's going around. And why do you think it happens in the middle of winter? A big part of that is because people are getting less sunlight on their skin. We're wearing more clothing. It's darker outside. It doesn't stay light as long. And that's why flu season is in the wintertime. That's why vitamin D, this is the sunshine vitamin. Not only does it protect your immune system, help prevent you from getting sick, it protects your brain, your bones, your heart. So many benefits of a high quality vitamin D. And here's the thing. Most people are not getting enough vitamin D in their daily diets. Most of us are deficient in vitamin D. That's why we're getting sick. That's why we're getting the flu. Take your vitamin D. Most high quality vitamin D products out there, you can get some cheap ones for probably 15, 20 bucks. Most high quality ones are $30 or $40. This is the highest quality USDA certified organic for under $10. $8.49 is our, or maybe $9.49. Under 10 bucks for the highest quality vitamin D, something everybody should be taking every single day. Our magnesium, that's the one I was looking for. Magnesium, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to grab one right here.
Yeah, there we go. Right there, baby. Can't live without it.
Can't live without magnesium. Okay. Obviously, I've got my stash.
Sure
Can't
you
go a day
do.
without magnesium. But this is another one. Most people are deficient in magnesium. Most people are not getting enough magnesium out of their daily diet. Just like vitamin D, magnesium may be even more important. It literally plays a role in every single thing our bodies do. Every bodily function, over 300 chemical reactions in our body depend on magnesium to function correctly. And again, most of us are not getting enough. So if something's not working in your body, if you've got cramps, if you've got migraines, if you've got headaches, digestive issues, sleep issues, the list goes on. There's a very good chance it's because you're not getting enough magnesium. And this is something that could change your life. I mean, if you are deficient and you have some of those issues, even one of those issues, you start taking this and it goes away, you're gonna be like, wow, that was it. I wasn't getting enough magnesium. This is something every single one of us should be taking every day. And like the vitamin D, most high quality magnesium supplements out there, about 40 bucks, $9.95. Under 10 bucks for the highest quality magnesium out there on the planet. I'm going to talk about one more because this is all a pack, our multivitamin. This is our men's, also comes in women's. None of us are getting everything we need out of our daily diets. We need to bridge those nutritional gaps with a high quality multivitamin. This is our Bioactive Complete multivitamin, just $12.95. You can get all three of these products together for $29.95. Guys, less than $1 a day for, we call this our daily essentials pack. Essential. They're essential because we all need them and most of us are not getting enough. $1 a day. I don't care what your job is, what your financial situation is like. Everybody can afford $1 a day to get the basic, fundamental, essential vitamins and minerals into their body that they need. These very realistically can change your life. And for $1 a day, guys, it is really a no-brainer. I mean, if you want to start with one, start with magnesium. $9.95, 30 cents a day. You cannot go without this. Now that you know you need it, get your magnesium. But get your daily essentials pack, 3 products, $29.95. Just makes sense. All right. With that, we'll talk a little bit more about some products. You guys are going to learn a lot today. But let's go out to our director of field development to talk about the timing, the positioning, the business side of things. But more importantly, 2 million people in under 3 years is huge. But 5 million, 10 million, 20 million, 50 million over the next few years is where the real growth is coming from. And that's why the timing positioning really could not be any better right now. And for those of you guys who don't know this awesome guy, Nodder, I mean, he has done everything when it comes to business, but specifically network marketing. I mean, he's worked with some of the top leaders, consultants, or been a consultant to the top leaders and companies out there in the industry, owned businesses, built big organizations. But more than anything, he is all about helping the little guy win. I mean, this guy answers his phone, responds to emails. He's on like 10 Zooms a day with teams all over the world. That is not an exaggeration, and just is all about helping you guys, seeing you guys win and helping you change your life. And but again, on top of that, he knows what he's talking about. So pay attention. With that, our director of field development, Nader Kazan, all you.
Hey, thank you so much, Ben, for the kind words, ladies and gentlemen. Nader Kazan over here. I'm just your servant, but I want to give it back a little bit to Ben. Ladies and gentlemen, about 8 or 9 years ago, I don't know if he shared it yet. I had other calls come in. When he walked away from the world of network marketing, which I had the honor and pleasure of meeting him and actually signing him up about 25 years ago in a side hustle that my wife, Melissa, and I were involved with. That's how I met him. He was looking to make some extra money. He was living about 80 miles away from where this office of this company that we got involved with. And I remember the guy used to drive up back and forth, 3-4 times a week, to use the office's phone and just hammer it away. And of course, God bless them, hard work, being at the right time, at the right place, man of integrity, went into ownership. But as a distributor, he's built some massive organizations that's paid out hundreds of millions of dollars in people that he ultimately introduced to the business. But when he walked away from the world of network marketing and supplementation about 9 years ago, yes, it broke a lot of hearts, especially his friends, including myself, who met him through the industry, but it made sense. It just made sense. So, Ben, I want to thank you, brother, for coming back. I want to thank over 2 million pioneers in Livegood that have grabbed the tiger by the tail, which is you, the amazing products that Lisa and Ryan used to make for their beautiful family. And now, because of you coming back to the world of supplementation and home-based business, over 2.1 million pioneers grabbing the tiger by the tail and going out there and sharing the love of Livegood with their friends. We're about to just change the world of commerce, but we're starting with the world of supplementation. So thank you again, brother. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about what happened to our planet a few short years ago. One of the things that it did, a lot of good things came out of it, some not so good things came out of it, but one of the great things that came out of it is that it made people wiser shoppers. It made people more educated. People were sitting home doing nothing, some of them, and they were looking at, why am I paying $35 for a lipstick when the same company is giving away pink Cadillacs for me paying $35 for a $4 lipstick? Why am I paying $45 for a acai bottle when the same company in a world of home-based business, where Ben and I met, when the same company is out there bragging about giving away black Cadillacs and fancy rings and trips to Hawaii at a cost of a single mother paying $45 for a acai berry bottle that probably cost $5 to make? So it made a lot of sense when he walked away, but that's the old way of doing network marketing. Now let's see what's happening to our planet. As I mentioned, we all got stuck at the home for a while ago. People became wiser shoppers. People start asking questions, and we're going to talk a lot about that tomorrow, which is, I think, our most fun Zoom besides the most educational one on Monday. We're going to talk about all this tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, people have become wiser shoppers. People are not going to pay $65 for a CBD oil, or as Ben showed you, a green, $50 for a green, when they know they can get a much higher quality one, the lower price with 100% money back guarantee, and Lisa and Ryan's trainings all for a third of the price, because people's buying habit is absolutely shifted. Ben is going to talk about how people cannot unsee our value. Nobody's going to go back in paying $65 for a green when they can get a much better one with absolutely 100%, no questions asked, 90-day empty bottle money back guarantee and training with Lisa. That's the revolution of commerce. And ladies and gentlemen, I want you to imagine a couple of things. Look at Costco. 110 million people in USA are paying Costco $12.95 a month, to club membership. So if they want to save money on milk, they got to buy 2 gallons. If they want to save money on mustard, they got to buy 5 pounds of mustard. I'm kidding, but that's basically the model. Look at another company that most of the world, we have over 1.5 million proud, happy Pioneer members worldwide that are taking our products, getting healthy, staying healthy, doing an affordable way. Another company that most of you know about is called Amazon. Ben mentioned it already. It took Amazon, ladies and gentlemen, that currently has over 220 million Prime members. It took Amazon 2 years and $100 million or so, you can Google it yourself, of investors' money to basically bought their first million Prime members. The first 2 years. Well, how do we do it? Loving, sharing, having people not being able to unsee our quality, our value, and truly sharing with their friends. Not only that got us to over 2 million people in record-breaking time, but also has allowed us to pay over $100 million in commissions to everyday people that just cannot wait to go out there and share the love of Livegood with their friends. So, ladies and gentlemen, there will be a day that Livegood will be a household name. I believe there will be a day that when people go to their doctor's office, annual doctor office, in the checklist is going to say, please bring your last few Livegood orders. That's what Livegood is all about. We're going to be a household name because the days of overpaying for nutritional products, so maybe somebody on top of some compensation plan will get paid over or on it, is over. Back to you, brother.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Nader. Yes, that's exactly what's happening. And if you look at the network marketing industry, you look at the supplement industry, and companies are losing volume. And it's for a very obvious reason. Consumers' buying habits, as Nader said, have shifted. People are moving away from expensive, overpriced things, more towards affordability and value. And from a business perspective, if you want to be successful, if you want a chance to win, you have to align yourselves with those trends, with what's happening in the world, what's happening in society, what's happening in the economy, the way consumers want to spend their money, the way the consumers are spending their money. And right now, that is, people are looking for value. And no other company in the supplement space, in the network marketing industry, is offering that. And that's why there's not a company in the industry right now, and I'm talking about both industries, supplements and network marketing, that's growing significantly, that's selling a product for more than 50 bucks. People are waking up. They're getting smarter. They're comparing prices. They're able to do research, do homework easier than ever before. I mean, 20 years ago, people would kind of blindly believe stuff. I tell people now, don't believe anything. Don't even believe what I say. Google it. Ask ChatGPT. Get that proof. Get that documentation, because I'm going to even say most of the stuff you hear out there is just complete made up craziness. And so you really have to validate what you're hearing and what's being said. And 99%, almost 100% of supplement brands don't show you their third-party testing results. They're like, yeah, we do third-party testing. Our product is safe. Okay, let me see. Show me those testing results. Show me that your product doesn't have any lead in it. Show me that it doesn't have any toxins. Show me that this isn't going to get me salmonella like this product does. Oh no, don't worry. I assure you it's safe. And then what happens? Like, it is crazy out there. So if you don't see that documentation, if you're not getting straight answers from companies, and if you're paying more than 50 bucks for a product that costs $5 to make, that's probably not a company that you want to do business with. And that's not just me saying it. When 2 million people make the switch from those overpriced brands to a company that's doing it right, giving people that value, giving people that transparency, that pricing that's correct, the highest quality at the best prices, like, it just makes sense. And once people see it, they can't unsee it. They're not going back to spending 80 bucks for a CBD oil when they could get the best one on the planet. Man, the one product that I talk about every time, for $19.95, we've got some amazing, amazing products here. Here's our CBD gummies. I mean, just CBD gummies. This is 1,500 milligrams. Most companies are charging 50, 60 bucks. $19.95. Tastes delicious. So much benefit. Calm, mood, anxiety, stress, a lot of better. All of our products are awesome. We'll talk about a few more here, but let's go out to our awesome product team. We're going to start with Lisa Goodkin, our Director of Product Education. And, speaking of this transparency and what's going on out there in the world, you see a lot of people, you see a lot of celebrities and influencers and stuff talking about products that, quite honestly, they know nothing about. Doctors know nothing about quality. They don't realize that third-party testing is a thing that people actually need to see. I have a friend, I've shared this story before, whose wife was taking this product. And I keep using these guys as an example, but this one just happens to be the product that his wife was taking. He's like, hey, her name's Teresa. He's like, hey, Teresa's been taking this product. What do you know about it? I'm like, I don't know much about it, but they don't tell you anything about it. I know our product is much better, higher quality for about a third of the price. Why don't you try this? It's like, okay. And then a couple of weeks ago, I sent him the article about people getting salmonella. He's like, holy crap, I had no idea. And that's the thing. So, like, when you have doctors, when you have these professionals kind of making recommendations and they don't even know, it's very hard to know who to trust and what to do. And that's why, you got to look at who's behind the brand, who's behind the company. Are they actually using the product? And that's an important question that a lot of people don't ask and don't even think about. Most of us have no idea who's even behind most of these brands out there. Who makes these products? Who formulates these products? Who manufactures these products? Where they even come from? And we're putting these things in our body. And that's why, when you look at Lisa, our director of product education, and Dr. Ryan, our director of product development, and these are the people that they're making these products and using these products. And as you're going to see, they don't put stuff in their body that's going to hurt them. And they don't tell us to put stuff in our body that's going to hurt us. And so every single one of our products, as you hear from Dr. Ryan in a second, not only is it the highest quality of its kind, but it 100% doesn't have anything harmful that's going to hurt any of us. That's why we do those third-party tests, because we want to make 100% absolutely sure that there's no chemicals, no pesticides, no harmful toxins, no glyphosates, no heavy metals, no lead. You might have heard another story where they tested 23 different protein powders, and 16 of them, more than 2/3, had toxic levels of lead. Like, it is crazy what's going on out there and how just blindly people trust. And that's why when I say, don't trust anything I say, don't trust anything anyone says, validate it and make sure that what you're putting in your body is safe, healthy, and you're getting value. Because more often than not, this is the scariest thing, is most of the time with these supplements, you're actually hurting yourself more than you're helping yourself by taking the product. You're making yourself less healthy instead of the reason you're taking the product, which is to make you more healthy. And again, just another reason that so many people are switching to Livegood. They see that transparency, the trust, just everything behind it. We do it different. We do it right. We take these products, we use these products, we make these products to get healthy and to help others do the same. So with that, our director of product education, Lisa Goodkin.
All right. Thank you, Ben. Gosh, I have so much to follow what you said with, so I'm going to try to keep it organized. But first of all, I don't know if you guys noticed, but Ben has a very blue tongue. And if you're new and you don't know why, and you're kind of staring at it, we do have our Livegood Methylene Blue. And if you haven't heard of Methylene Blue, like Ben says, Google it, look it up. But I also tune into our YouTube channel because Dr. Ryan and I have gone over a review, a training on every single product. You will learn so much, but it's so powerful for your brain and your mitochondrial health, which is the powerhouses of our cells. So just if you haven't checked out our website, we have so many things to offer, but that's why Ben's tongue is blue. But so many things going on. So talking about lifespan, and I like to really refer to health span in this regard, because say we're living a little bit longer, our average age is a little bit higher now post-COVID, but our health span is still suffering. So it's great that we're able to, extend the life of a little bit by age. But if those end years, those last 10 years, may give or take, are not quality years, guys, we're suffering. And that's what we need to try to do. The focus is really to improve our health span and make it match our lifespan, right? And with that, you have to be taking care of yourself. We go through all these pillars of health. I feel like we haven't summed them up in a little bit, but your pillars of health, you have your eating well, you have your moving. Guys, these are all stuff that we hear all the time. You need to sleep well and stress less. And those two really, really, really go hand in hand. You need to hydrate properly. You need to socialize. I mean, all these things are so important for improving our health span. And one of the things they didn't mention is a very big pillar is supplementation. And I love the part of supplementation as a pillar of health, because a lot of times it is, not only is it really the easiest, because you just have to take something, but it's really the catalyst of what can help every other part of our health span. I mean, part of our, oh my gosh, thank you, pillars of health. I've got Ryan right behind me. So say you start supplementing with magnesium, which Ben brought up. And then that's what was missing. You were deficient in magnesium and now you are sleeping like a baby. You're sleeping like a baby, so then you wake up feeling more refreshed. So right off the bat, you have more energy. Maybe that extra energy is going to lead you into moving your body. We're going to exercise. We're going to do something for ourselves. And you're exercising. And it just goes, when you exercise, when you do something healthy for your body, you're not going to go and exercise and then go get a Big Mac, right? You feel so good. You actually want to go and do more for yourself. So you're going to eat healthy. So again, these little things can help be the catalyst. So always start with supplementation when you kind of really don't know where to begin, because when we talk about all the pillars of health, it's overwhelming. Supplementation, again, it's easy and often will lead into helping improving all of the others. Now with Livegood, it was an interesting conversation. I was at my daughter's volleyball tournament this weekend, and I was sitting next to a couple at dinner, and they're just kind of asking about like what I did. And I started a little bit talking about Livegood. Again, I'm not salesy, never been, never will be, but I just was educating. And the husband just said, "Well, what makes you guys different?" And I loved it because that's such a wonderful, powerful question. And I said, honestly, what makes us so different is our transparency. And I kind of went into it a little bit, but really, that is what sets us apart, because transparency is such a very big thing. And Ben touched on, I'm touched on most of it. And I'm just going to highlight and elaborate. So obviously we have transparency in our pricing, noting that we're only increasing a few dollars above cost, right? We want to give you the product itself. We want you to buy what you're actually intending to buy. We don't want to increase the prices to include a little bit of this and maybe cover a little bit of shipping and a little bit of office space and a little bit extra fluff. It's just above our cost. There's transparency in what is in our product. So this is a very sensitive subject when it comes to supplementation. There are so many times that something is not listed on the label, and when the product is actually tested, and people are exposing this more and more, but when the product is actually tested, you find ingredients that in there that are not listed, and guys, they're not listed for a reason, because they are not beneficial for you and they can actually do more harm than good. So if you're not paying attention to that, if you're not making sure there's testing and viewing the testing, you could be doing yourself more harm than good. Same thing goes with what we say is in it is in it. You want to know that there's 420 milligrams of magnesium, or you want to know the exact numbers of everything you need to know what you're taking. Why? Many supplements, you might look first at the price and like, oh, look, this is magnesium, and look at this is Livegood's magnesium, but this one's a little bit cheaper. And then you go and look at, I break it down, and I'm like, it's half the dose. You need to make sure your dosing is high enough to have a therapeutic benefit. And really what that means is if you're taking a supplement for an intended benefit and the dose isn't high enough, nothing's going to happen. Your needle is not going to move. So you need to be transparent in that. And that comes down to also these proprietary blends. Proprietary blends are not bad, right? They're proprietary because it's the company's blend. What is really important is that you have the breakdown of every single ingredient and how much of each. Many companies don't do that. You will see the proprietary blend, you will see one big lump sum of a number, and you will see like 30 ingredients listed, and you have no idea if you're getting a sprinkle of this or like a scoop of that. You need to know, right? When Ben holds up that green, Live It Up, I mean, coming from like a marketing perspective, right? They list these powerful ingredients very big and bold on the front. So if you're not digging deep and you just say, oh, chlorella, oh, spirulina, I need this stuff, you're just going to buy it, right? Because the advertising is great. It looks great, but little do you know the damaging that it's actually causing people. As Ben said, people are getting sick from it, getting bacteria from it. So you need to pay attention to the testing. We are so quick to purchase based on marketing and advertising and we're so quick with everything these days. Like we just jump to conclusions. You have to take the time. You're putting this into your body. You have to take the time and do your own research. And at Livegood, with our transparency, we make it very easy for you. We have a certificates of analysis link on our website. We share it with you. We want you to know. We want you to see it. And as you know, we've said this many times, but if you're new, there's many companies we've actually reached out to that won't share their certificates of analysis. They say they have this third-party testing, but it's not for public knowledge, right? They will maybe they'll share briefly like results, but they won't share the testing results. So it's really bizarre. always raising red flags to me. As Ben said, who's behind the product, right? We are not just some influencers that are just getting getting paid to market something, to advertise something. We're not even using it ourselves, right? You see who's behind it, which is the four of us up here. You see that Dr. Ryan formulates, we work together. It's a wonderful thing. And also what Nader said too, or I think Nader said it, but maybe it was Ben, but we do make these products for ourselves. We are taking them. And it was kind of funny that we just had Dr. Ryan and I just had a meeting with our manufacturer yesterday, and we were talking about specific ingredients that we really want to pull into Livegood. But these are also ingredients that we're taking in another supplement that we want to have Livegood make so we can take it and then we can also share it with you. We have so many products right now. Check out our website. It's a nice, long, lovely list, and we're always going to continue to add as we grow. On Friday calls, Dr. Ryan does give updates on what's coming and whatnot, and we definitely use feedback from the field. I sort through all of my emails every single day, responding to every single one. And I do get lots of requests for certain ones. And I mean, there are ones we definitely brought to the table because of you guys. I think specifically our black seed oil. I get so many requests for that. It was just something that we couldn't ignore. And it is flying off the shelves. It is a wonderful, wonderful supplement. I'm not sure if I missed any of our other transparencies, but guys, that's the biggest thing. So you got to take time. You gotta do your research. You got to look things up. We do make it easy for you. Check out our YouTube channel with our live videos. Those are Dr. Ryan and I's Monday trainings. They're always going to be recorded on our YouTube channel. They're not super long. I'm telling you, you do not need to take time and sit behind your computer to do this. Just listen to us. We're not really showing you anything. You're just kind of looking at us with the product in front of us. It's what we're saying that matters. So if you're driving in the car, you're sitting in car line picking up your kid, you're walking your dogs, just put it in your ear and listen. It is a wealth of knowledge that we are sharing with you guys. So yeah, I'm always here to help you guys. I love your feedback. I love your questions. And this goes from like Live Good and just health, in general. I'm getting several questions of like, what body soap do you use? And what toothpaste do you use? And I love it because it makes me feel special because I do know that you guys are really showing value to, my standards, right? And what I bring to the table. So thank you for that. And yeah, always here for you. Back to Ben.
Awesome. Love it. Thank you so much. Lisa, let's go out to Dr. Ryan, our Director of Product Development, the guy that makes all of these amazing products. And like I mentioned, it's not just what goes into these products, it's what stays out. And that's what a lot of brands and a lot of products and a lot of companies don't really take into account or maybe don't care about. I don't know. But, again, every one of our products is not just made by Dr. Ryan, but it's used by Dr. Ryan. And unlike a lot of brands, you have no idea who's behind it, if those people are even using the products. And, when you see Dr. Ryan and Lisa, you know that these guys are using the products. They're getting results. They're, poster children for health, wellness, fitness, and just awesome people all around. So with that, our Director of Product Development, Dr. Ryan Goodkin.
All right, I'm with you, Ben. Hey, guys. Thank you so much, Ben. I wanted to say something a little different this time. Usually I piggyback on everything else that was being said, but I'll try something a little different here because a lot of what supplementation has been to many people has been the wild, wild west. Now we're actually seeing a pretty interesting shift. We saw buying habits shift. We see they're more savvy. Nader loves to talk about examples of exactly how people are being more, even though Lisa says people are rushing, I do agree with Nader that people are, they're I don't know what to say, Nader. Maybe it's more informed. They want to know that they're getting a value out of a product, I think is kind of how you pose it. Maybe we can say something and correct me later when you come back on. But what's interesting is that buying habits are shifting, but so are these lifestyle habits. And a lot of that, I think, is the physician model. If you think about the sick care model, now this has a lot to do with the United States. And I know there's a lot of countries that don't have the same healthcare model. And I get that, but still, a lot of people do practice in a reactive manner. If you think about it, most medical systems, the socialized medicine, everything is very reactive. It waits until there's a disease process. It waits until something has happened. And then they use a treatment, and that's a pharmaceutical usually, or a surgery or some intervention. And there has been a shift. There definitely has. It's been a profound shift. especially in our country, because a lot of providers, medical providers, whether you're a physician, whether you're a nurse practitioner, a physician assistant, medical assistant, anybody in the medical field for that matter, they are very much trying to communicate and educate upon the first introduction to the patient. There's a total shift going on, and a lot of that conversation is around supplementation. And I'm going to attribute a big part of that to the fact that the customer or the patient, whatever you want to call it, is going in armed with more information. So whether they're using ChatGPT, whether they're using Google, whatever it might be, or they're getting their information from trusted sources like us here at Livegood, because that's what we encourage. We say, hey, take the information that we are disseminating and use it. If you're not totally sure and convinced, use it to talk to your medical provider. Use it to talk to your cousin that's a nurse, whatever it might be. But definitely don't ignore it. Don't blow it off, because this is an opportunity to, like Lisa was emphasizing, is to enhance your health span. And I think that's been a big shift, because if you keep going down the sick care model where you're very reactive, it's a very unsustainable practice, both in economics, but also in the quality of life. You're right. And that's what we're really focused on, is maintaining a high level of quality of life. You really want to enhance everything around you. And I know as humans, we love to see all those people around us that are surrounded by also enhance. It's like so interesting that we really want to see others do well. I believe that's true in humans, and for the most part. And so when you're around family, when you're around friends, again, it's like kind of being a product of the product. If you are taking the products from Livegood or another high quality supplement that we might not have currently, or you're getting information from us and you're talking about it with them as a way to introduce Livegood, I think that's a win-win, right? Whereas maybe historically some of this business where it's been either traditional MLM, the Jurassic MLM model, or maybe it's been the previous like supplement company that's real pushy on their sales and marketing. Maybe they're using a lot of influencer or like, reputational characters that are promoting something. And unfortunately, most times they're doing that, like Lisa said, they're not fully transparent. They're showing a product and saying how great it is for them, but they probably aren't even taking it. Really, right? Like they're probably not even taking it. Maybe they got sent a box in the mail and said, here, use this, talk about it, and then that's it, right? They're never going to reorder. They don't redo.
Yep.
They're one and done. And, unfortunately, that's a deceptive marketing practice. And that's something you'll never see Livegood doesn't do. We are a user-generated content brand. And I know Ben definitely would like to comment on that, because that's super important what it does, because it's so relatable. Like if you just look at us for an example, I'm often, like this. I mean, my hair is not real well combed. I'm in my home office. Lisa was just right there on the corner. Naughter's the same. Ben is the same. Home office. You basically, what you get is what you see, right? And the same with the stuff we say. My background as a pharmacist, it's a doctor of pharmacy. Lisa is an exercise physiologist, a health coach. She's a functional medicine practitioner. She does a lot of holistic things, and actually so do I. But from a reputational perspective, I would never put something out there or say something or make a claim that I can't back up. And that's an important part of supplementation. You cannot claim to treat, prevent, cure, or mitigate a chronic disease. But we can definitely sit here and tell you that there should be some pillars of health in your life. And there should be some things that you pour into, right? You want to lean into certain things. And, spirituality is one thing too. Now you can appreciate, Nara, that Lisa and I have been encouraging more around us to do, but it's also the supplementation bucket is just the easiest. And now it's the most affordable. Well, I say most, but it is affordable, because like Lisa will tell you when she's coaching, it's very rare that there's ever one product that's going to be some type of magic bullet for you. It's typically a well-rounded approach to nutrition and food, because remember, these are what supplements are. They are a supplement to a diet. They are regulated similar to food. So we've identified how important food is as medicine. And as we're not getting as much quality food in our lives, now you can make sense out of the reason why supplementation is so important. And there are more reasons why supplementation can be used to enhance virtually every aspect of your life. So I like what Lisa said. Love how we all together make a beautiful team. We talk from a business perspective, a holistic health perspective, and we were growing together. So guys, welcome to the call. Ben, I'll send it back to you.
Awesome. That was a lot of good stuff. I took some notes because I want to elaborate on a lot of that stuff. But first of all, what Lisa said, do you guys really see my blue tongue? I didn't think it was that obvious. I know if I show you, you'll see the blue. But yeah, for those of you guys who don't know about methylene blue, I mean, this is arguably the most powerful brain enhancing brain supplement out there. It enhances your mitochondrial function, your ATP, which is your cellular energy producers. Like, it is a powerful, powerful brain supplement, not just for focus, concentration, short-term cognitive energy, but more importantly, the reason I am so committed to this product is for the long-term benefits, the memory stuff, the scary stuff that you see happening to people's brains and not being able to function, not being able to remember things as they get older. Again, don't just listen to me. Do your homework on methylene blue. Does methylene blue help with long-term memory, focus, concentration, and brain health? And it absolutely does. And there's not a better, more powerful brain supplement out there or methylene blue product than what we have at Livegood. You see some droppers out there a lot of times, and methylene blue, and those work. I mean, any time you're taking a good product, you know, you're going to get some benefit. But the challenge with the droppers, and you might see some capsules or some other forms of the product out there, is when it goes through your stomach acid, it's digested, goes through your liver, it gets broken down significantly. That by the time it gets to your cells, by the time it gets to your brain, your mitochondria, it's pretty much broken down completely, and there's not a ton of benefit left. That's why Dr. Ryan, like everything this guy makes, there's very intentional decisions behind it. And that's why this is a dissolving strip. This one's empty, but it comes in with 15 dissolving strips. You should take them not every single day because you don't want your mitochondria to depend on it to function correctly. I take it every other day. You can go a few days on, few days off. But the reason for a dissolving strip is because when it absorbs through your mouth, through your mucous membranes, it goes straight into your bloodstream, straight to your brain, straight to your cells, straight to your mitochondria, instead of having to go through your stomach and get all broken down. So you get maximum benefit, maximum results from this product as opposed to the drops or some other forms that you see out there. On top of that, highest quality, lowest price, just like everything. So I don't know if you guys noticed the blue tongue. Lisa clearly did. But yes, I took my methylene blue this morning. My tongue is, yes, it'll turn your tongue blue. I mean, yeah, I guess you can see it. If I stick my tongue out, you could definitely see it. It fades out in a couple hours throughout the day. Might, 4 or 5 hours, you might still be able to see it a little bit. It'll also turn your pee blue. You'd go to the bathroom and be like, whoa, blue, green. Blue and yellow make green, but that part of it's fun.
Working.
But no, it definitely, and you'll notice it. It's also talking a lot about methylene blue. It is really an amazing, I mean, this is the coolest thing about Livegood. We could build an entire company around so many of these individual products. I mean, methylene blue alone could easily be a standalone product that you could build an entire $100 million a year company around. Just this one product alone. Same thing with our Himalayan Shilajit and organic sea moss. Great for nervous system support, cholesterol support, hormone support. It's got over 100 trace minerals that you're not getting in your daily diet. I mean, this one, you could build an entire company around. Our coffee, our weight management coffee with healthy brain boosting mushrooms. It's another one. Our black seed oil. So many of these products you can build an entire company around. But back to our methylene blue, another cool thing about it is it's photodynamic. So once you take it, if you want to really, you're going to get benefit, especially if you take it on your tongue. If you swallow it, you'll still get some benefit. But if you really want to maximize your benefit, let it absorb on your tongue. Let it turn your tongue blue. And then if you want to take it to a whole nother level, go outside and get like 5 or 10 minutes of direct sunlight on your skin. It's photodynamic, which helps, again, increase the mitochondrial benefit, the ATP production, all of that stuff, and just really give you maximum results with this product. But awesome, awesome product. $14.95, guys, for 15 strips for a 30-day supply. And again, if you have brain issues in your family or just want to make sure you avoid them, or just, you walk into the kitchen, forget why you're there, or you forget where you placed your keys, this stuff makes a difference your brain works better. You don't have to, fumble for words, stuff comes out and everything works better. So that was one thing I wrote down. But yeah, a couple other things that Ryan talked about, and these are powerful because it is interesting. A lot of these influencers, a lot of these celebrities who are promoting brands because they're paid to do it. And they're not actually taking the product. And half of these guys, I mean, you look at their timeline, and last week they're promoting a different product. The week before that, a different product. The week before that, a different product. You ask them how many of those products they're actually taking, or you even open their supplement cabinet and nothing's there because they're not taking anything. They're just getting some free products, so they'll do a video for you. Like that's why you got to question stuff. You can't just blindly trust anything you see out there. And that's cool, Dr. Ryan mentioned. But another cool thing that a lot of people don't think about is, yeah, we're all standing in our houses right now. We're not at an expensive corporate office. The way that we keep our prices low, the reason that other companies have to charge $50, $70, $80, $99 for a single product is to cover that advertising, to pay those expensive influencers, to pay for a huge, beautiful corporate office. We don't do that. We've got 3 warehouses absolutely loaded with inventory. We don't take that space away so that we can have a big conference room and wine and dine network marketing leaders. And think about that. A lot of you people who have been in the network marketing industry before with a company that's got a big, beautiful corporate office, where is that money coming from? It's coming from jacking up the prices on the products. So would you rather pay extra money for a product so a company can have a big corporate office? So as Nader says, they can do big car bonuses and people can drive around in Lamborghinis and Mercedes and whatever. And so they can pay out big commissions in the compensation plan. Or would you rather have the highest quality supplements on the planet at prices people can actually afford, so they're going to stay on the product, actually get results with the product? Because a lot of people don't even realize this. We didn't talk about this, Nader, but the average person in a network marketing company stays in the company, stays on the product for less than 3 months. 2.8 months is the average in the network marketing industry. Nader and I have worked with a lot of companies. We've run software for a lot of companies. We've owned a lot of companies. We see those numbers. 2.8 months. You can't build a business when people are falling out the back door every 3 months. That's not creating that long-term residual income. That's why, again, once people find Livegood, they don't go back. They're not jumping around supplement brand to supplement brand. No one's going to go back to spending $60 on a low-quality product when they could get the highest quality on the market for $19.95. So, yeah, we don't spend money on things we don't need to spend money on, because again, all that would mean is that we'd have to increase the prices for you guys. We don't want to do that. We keep it lean. We are 100% debt free. We've got millions and millions of dollars in inventory in our warehouses. We ship out every single day, pay our commissions on time every time. Just had another huge pay run today. Every Thursday is our weekly pay run. First Thursday of the month is our monthly pay run. And people are making money. Over 30% of our affiliates are in profit. And one more thing Dr. Ryan said, sorry, so he rocked it today. Good job, Dr. Ryan. Is there's a lot of stuff that goes into being healthy. There's a lot of ways that we can improve our health, our fitness, our wellness. One of those is getting enough sleep. One of those is eating right, maybe cutting out some bad stuff like processed food and sugar and stuff like that. One of those is exercise, which all of us should be doing. And one of those is supplementation. Of those 4 things that I mentioned that are all super important, the easiest one that has probably the most impact on your health is supplements. Literally, all you have to do is take it. I'm drinking our detox product right now. 2 droppers in a glass of water, you drink it, goes in your body, binds itself to those toxins, you poop it out. Your immune system is stronger, your skin is clear, you feel better, and everything works better. Just another great product that everyone should have. $14.95, guys, for detox. You want other supplements to work right, you got to get rid of the toxins in your body. But it's so easy. And that's like the, 7th, 8th product I've taken today. I start the day with I'm just going to go through them really quick. I start the day, I work out in the morning. I mix my E3. This is our pre-workout. Energy, endurance, electrolytes, most powerful pre-workout supplement ever created. It's got the what is the active ingredient in here? Dr. Ryan, U.S. Olympic Doping Committee calls it what do they call it? A legal performance enhancing supplement. But such an amazing product. Anyway, all right. Do you want to say what it is? What's that ingredient?
Beta-alanine.
Beta-alanine. Was that what it is?
Beta-alanine is great. Yeah, that's
and there's so many others. So I mix this with our Super Reds, best cardiovascular health product ever created. Opens up those blood vessels, releases that nitric oxide, great for circulation, great for sexual health, great for brain health, great for energy. This is a powerful product. Everyone knows they need Super Greens. Super Reds are arguably even more important than Super Greens. Cardiovascular health, heart disease is the #1 killer. Man, and these are great. Just so much power, so much awesomeness in this one product. So I mix those two with our creatine plus HMB. I usually do this 2 or 3 times a day as well. But everyone needs creatine. It works on 100% of people, not just for building muscle, but for your brain health as well. So many benefits of creatine. Do some research on benefits of creatine, and you'll see why that's such a powerful product. So those are 3. I also take our vitamin D3 with K2 and a multivitamin in the morning. That's 5. When I get back from the gym, I take my plant-based protein powder, 20 grams of protein, just 100 calories. This is my go-to. We also have an amazing chocolate whey protein isolate with colostrum. This is an awesome one. Most actually people that exercise and do fitness prefer this one. I don't know. I just love the plant-based protein is my go-to. Makes me feel great. I love it after my workout. And then I mix my Super Greens with our collagen peptides. These are collagen's like the glue that holds our body together. Gram for gram, stronger than steel. Hair, skin, nails, joints. This is an amazing product. I actually take it twice a day. I'll take it later today with my essential aminos. But I mix those 2 together, and I take my Himalayan shilajit and organic sea moss. I drink it down with that. Now I'm drinking my detox, and I obviously did my methylene blue, as you can see. So what is that, 10, 11 products already. And then I'll take my magnesium tonight. I'll take my factor 4 anti-inflammatory tonight. I'll take my essential aminos later, probably take another dose of creatine and definitely another dose of collagen. So that's how I roll. And you don't have to take everything. Obviously, the more you take, the more you're lacking, the better you'll feel, the better results you'll get. But again, if you want to start with something, guys, start with the magnesium, as Lisa was talking about. Start with the multivitamin, start with the vitamin D. This is our daily essentials pack, $29.95. I'm going to show you one more pack real quick, and then we'll talk about the money. But this is our ultimate wellness pack, 7 products. I think the price is $107. And so it includes those 3, our factor 4, best anti-inflammatory product ever created. Only anti-inflammatory with fish oil, curcumin, CoQ10, and garlic. You'd have to buy 2, 3, or 4 different products to get everything you get in one. Includes the Super Reds we just talked about, the Super Greens, great for immune strength, digestive health, stress, anxiety, energy. Guys, greens powder is, if you take a greens powder or you don't take, $19.95, this cannot be beat. It is amazing. And last but not least, our essential aminos. You got to protect that lean muscle mass. A really important reason this is in this pack, because this is such an important product. So 7 products, $106. A little bit less if you go on our subscribe and save offer. Just another example of some amazing products we have. We've also got a whole line of skincare products. This is our facial cleanser. We've got some pet products, including our pet multivitamin and our pet CBD oil, neither of which I seem to have right here. But we've got so many amazing products, and that's what makes it so easy. Again, any one of these products could be a standalone product that we can build an entire business around. And when you have all of these highest quality supplements that are the best in their category at the lowest prices every single day with full documentation, full third-party testing results, full transparency, it makes it so easy to go out there and share it with others. I mean, if you've tried other companies, if you've been involved in a network marketing company that sells supplements, chances are very, very high, like probably 100%, that you didn't even know how much of any ingredient was in that product, or if you're still taking it or using it or promoting that company, you don't know. Those companies, they hide behind what's called a proprietary blend. They list a bunch of ingredients, don't tell you how much of anything is in it, probably have never seen a third-party test, even though they probably claim they do the third-party testing. If you're not seeing it, guys, it's a red flag. Like, why wouldn't you show someone that your product is clean if you have those results? It's not hard. It doesn't disclose. If you want to try to keep your proprietary formula proprietary, a heavy metals test, a toxicity test, a glyphosate test doesn't have to show how much of any ingredient is in it. It just tells you if it's clean or contaminated. Like, it's really easy. So the fact that 99% of companies don't show their third-party tests, it's really mind-blowing that it doesn't happen out there. So yeah, all right. So let's talk about a compensation plan. If you're a pre-enrollee, you probably see thousands and thousands of people joining this company every single week. I mean, it is really exciting. Most companies are growing right now. I shouldn't even say growing, losing volume, but putting in maybe 2 or 3 people a day. We're putting in like 500 to 1,000 new people every single day in this company, because again, once they see it, you can't unsee it. No, if you're gonna buy nutritional supplements, and keep this in mind, this is a cool thing. 80% of people out there in the world are using at least one nutritional supplement. That is a huge market of people, most of whom have never even heard of Livegood, don't even know we exist. When they learn, and we're doing a lot to educate people, that we have the highest quality supplements in the world at the lowest prices, why would they buy their supplements from anyone else? So that's a huge part. A lot of people don't know they need a bone support product, a hormone support product, a hydration amplifier. So many of our products are so powerful. People might be buying another brand, might not even know they need it. And that's why, again, we've got about 50 products right now and continuing to roll out more and more about every month we roll out a new product. Like, we're keeping it rocking, guys. And it's powerful. So all you need to do to lock in your position, well, here's how it works. So Powerline, Thursday night, that's why we do these calls on Thursday. At midnight tonight, everyone in the Powerline moves into our matrix. It's a 2x15 matrix. That means everyone has 2 frontline positions. Once those 2 spots are filled, the only place everyone else can go is under the ones who are already in there. So anyone who falls under you in that matrix, whether you introduced them or they fell under you from someone else, you will get paid on them. If one person goes to work and builds a big team, builds a team of a few hundred people, you might make a few $100s a month from that effort. If you enroll some people, just by enrolling 2 people, you literally triple your income potential in our compensation plan. We've got the most generous comp plan. We don't pay out on the products because we don't want to mark up the products like every other company does. We do it completely different. We pay out on the $9.95 a month membership, and we've got over 30% of our affiliates making money. Everybody needs a position in Livegood. Number one, 2 million people in 3 years is huge. But what's going to happen in the next 3 to 5 years? 10 million, 20 million, 50 million members. The only place for them to go is under the ones who are already in there. From a business perspective, a network marketing perspective, don't miss this opportunity just in case we actually do put in 10 or 20 million people. They have to go somewhere. But more than that, everybody needs supplements. We have the best products at the best prices. Like, there's no reason to buy products from anywhere else, and you're going to save more money every month just by buying one product than the $9.95 a month it costs to be a member. So we talk about 30% of our affiliates are in profit, which is 10 times the average out there. But when you factor in how many people are saving more money every month than they're spending, it's like 100% of people are actually winning. And that's the biggest part that I love about Livegood. Nader talked about how I walked away from this industry about 8 years ago because I didn't like seeing people lose money. In Livegood, nobody loses. It's literally impossible to lose money. You're saving more money every month just by buying one product than it costs to be an affiliate. And on top of that, 30% of our affiliates are actually making money, more money than the $10 a month membership each month. And that's how many people are in profit. That doesn't even count how many other people are making some money, whether it's not quite enough to cover their monthly membership, but they're getting there. So yeah, it's powerful. So yeah, fastest growing company. 2 million people, broken every record, but this is a tiny of people compared to where we're going to be in the next few years. And you've got an opportunity to be part of it. Share it, go out there and make some money, win, get healthy, get in the best shape of your life. So all you need to do, go to any of the emails you've gotten from Livegood, click on the link that says click here to join now. You can get started. One-time $40 fee to be an affiliate and earn unlimited income in the compensation plan forever. And then either $10 a month, $9.95, or if you want to save $20, get 2 months free, $99.95 for the year, and you don't have to worry about it for a year. So you're looking at $49.95 today or $139.95 today. Either will lock in your position, get you a place in the matrix, and let you start winning. But so first thing you want to do, lock in your position. Second thing you want to do is order some products. Go through the website, go to the product pages, read about each product. If you want to Google it, ChatGPT it, you can learn a lot about how powerful our products are and kind of how scary some other stuff is out there. But place your product order. We ship out every single day. You place your order today, it'll go out first thing tomorrow. You'll have it in a few days. And then go share it with a few people. Today, it's like 1 p.m. out here in Florida. Right now, 10 a.m. on the West Coast. You've got until midnight tonight, not only to lock in your position, but you can go out there and find 2 people and hit that first rank of bronze, get into profit. And then tomorrow, I'm going to invite all of you guys, you are officially now invited to our Friday call. We call it our Firestarter Friday call. It's at 12 noon, same time as today. You can find that link in your back office under webinars. That's our weekly call where we do announcements, new product developments, updates. We talk about ranks, people who have achieved rank for the week. So if you achieve rank today, we'll talk about you tomorrow on the call and just do some training and some other fun stuff. But those calls are really exciting and really powerful as well. So join us for that. And then as Dr. Lisa mentioned, on Monday, they do an awesome product call, talks about either a product, a health benefit, a health condition, an ingredient sometimes one of our packs. But those are very powerful calls as well. And you can listen to all of the previous ones in your back office if you want to learn about a specific product or what it can do. And if you have questions about anything, you can email Lisa, email Dr. Ryan, and they're happy, super happy to answer your question and get you all the info you need. So that's all we got. Lock in your position today. Place your product order. Yeah, I mean, those are the biggest 2. And then, if you want to start sharing and telling people before they find out from someone else as fast as they're growing, go out and do that. Just 2 people not only gets you in profit, but literally triples your income potential in the compensation plan with our matching bonuses. So that's all we got. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Have a great day. Welcome aboard. See you.